Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. So the topic of conversation this evening all stems from a video I did a few nights ago regarding this coin right here. Okay, and I'm ready to submit this. All right, but this coin right here has spawned so many various question marks. Okay, via the email. I had a few come in through Facebook, and even comments from various videos since that particular video, sharing the new purchase and the planned submission to send the Morgan dollar to a third party grader like PCGS. And there's a reason why I pulled out the good old 1966 quarter. Okay, this is the final coin that I own as part of a period in time, I guess kind of like lasting legacy or final kind of breath into dealing with PCGS. And what it really comes down to is what is my current holdup regarding grading. And when I talk about it, it might be your holdup as well. There are two different types of people that use grading companies for whatever reason. Okay, you have just the general I collect coins. I want them encapsulated so that way their originality is preserved for many years to come and through many more generations. Okay, that's cool. That's a very worthwhile reason to this whole thing. And I have a few coins, coins that actually my wife had bought me over the course of the last 5 to 10 years that I will never get rid of for any reason. Okay, they're not high dollar coins. I don't have a $5,000 gem sitting around that my wife gave me, but if I did, the same would hold true. I would hold on to them forever. The other types submit coins for personal gain. Okay, now personal gain could be for their business, for their online coin dealer services, for their brick and mortar, different agendas such as that. Okay, so we have two different types of slabs here, and I've talked about each of these coins on a few occasions. All right. We have the NGC slab, which is a different company, and usually they have theirs in a clear plastic slab case with a soap bar style inside retainer piece. All right, whereas this one right here, the PCGS slab, is primarily all translucent plastic with a silicone inner ring that holds that coin in place. And then each one has printed labels on there. All right, so I'm going to put the NGC down, okay, and focus on PCGS. PCGS is the, call it gold standard, call it platinum standard, whatever you want to call it, okay? This is the company that everybody prefers because the returns on your investment seem to be greater, okay, because of the call it the standards of grading. Okay, it seems to be that with PCGS, it's more strict. Therefore, if you got a better grade with this company, your coins are worth exponentially more than so the NGC graded example of the same type. Okay, it makes sense, but based off of current market activity within the last 12 to 18 months, we have seen off of the videos I have done and just going online and searching, the various companies, auction houses that have sold coins in both variants, whether it's PCGS or NGC. And then we're beginning to see a new trend. Okay, we're seeing NGC coins measure up to PCGS graded coins simply by realized sale prices. So Is it any better to go with PCGS today in 2019 than it is in GC? Well, I feel like they're kind of like both neck and neck. They're on the same wavelength. There are certain things that I still feel that NGC does better than PCGS and vice versa. Okay, NGC would be my consummate go-to people for some of the oddball things. What would that entail? Well, Civil War tokens, number one, and let's see, varieties would be a good choice as well. Although you could do it with PCGS as well. For the same type of coin, it would just be a little bit cheaper to go with NGC. And then again, more oddball stuff like so-called dollars and hard times tokens, stuff that traditionally out of the box, you don't have nearly as many universal collectors. So this 1966 right here, I sent this out in a submission along with, I believe, 7 others. There's 8 total 66s. These are all business strike coins. And they also made special mint sets that look pretty similar to this. It's got a little bit more satiny surface on there, and they're prepared and struck with a little bit extra care in mind. They were the proof release for collectors during its day. But I had come across a little mini shotgun roll of these 66 Washington quarters that looked absolutely marvelous. And then what I ended up doing was I cracked open the little roll that probably had about 18 coins in there. And I found 8 total that I felt like could have hit that mint state 67 level. If it hit 66, I would break even. Guess what? They all graded 66 with exception of one coin that graded 65 because it had an edge. I thought at the time it was a small little rim clip, and it turns out it was a little bit of a nick right on there, but it was flat and worn away, so it was very misleading. But take a close look at this coin. Let's see how close I can get here, and take a look at the overall quality of the coin. To me, this looks like a mint state 67. I don't know what you guys think about it, but this is a pretty good example of that grade type. And this is a simple mint state 66. In today's market, it's worth about $32. To me, it's absolutely worthless because I had every intention of getting and obtaining a few mint state 67 examples. Those would have been a good sell at between $300 to $400. Okay, there has been more that have since hit the market, so they're not worth quite as much as they used to. I remember when these things were $600-700 as recently as 5 years ago. So this submission right here was approximately 2.5 years ago. Okay, and I had also sent out a number of Lincoln cents, 61Ds, 63Ds, the type of dates where if you're able to hit a home run with a mint state 67, these are coins that would sell between $2,000 and $5,000. The 63Ds, as you know, much rarer in 67. There's only been a few graded. When I was looking around for them, there was none in that grade level. So the first one to hit the market exceeded $10,000. And I was not the least bit surprised by that. So, in comparison, here's a mint state 68 example that sold on Heritage Auctions a few years ago. And we're going to use this coin as a comparison model. Okay, first of all, it's 2 points higher. All right, and it's also in a secure plus holder. That's what that gold shield designates on here. So what about this coin that makes it drastically different and better than the example that I have? Well, first of all, here's a close-up of the obverse of the coin. Now, based off of your general observation of this particular image, you could tell that the coin doesn't exhibit any more or less little tick marks on here than the example I was showing you in the Mint State 66 example. It has wonderful luster. It's absolutely beaming. You have a few little things on the cheek and, various high areas, the base of the neck. On the reverse, same thing. It's absolutely stunning. It's a clean example that has a lot of luster. Okay, there's no distracting marks, yet it's 2 points higher. So I can't understand, but I guess that's the world we live in. Is it a matter of looks or what? So there you go. What do you guys think? That Mint State 68 example, again, sold for $4,000. Does it look a whole lot more better than this one right here? Based off of the images I showed you. I mean, this is as good as a close-up as you're going to get with the lighting. There's nothing distracting as far as big nicks on this. Even a 68 will have a few little tick marks. This one certainly I thought would be 67, but yeah, that's the ultimate hang-up in all of this. To spend that kind of money, to spend over $200 for a submission through PCGS, when I guess I could have sent that same crop of coins to NGC for about half the price. Okay, and the thing about being a PCGS member is you have that big membership fee. I think the gold is what, $149 or $199, but it's not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. At least with NGC, you get the free 1 year with your membership to the ANA, which is $60 annually. So that's the upside. Aside from getting like a cold magazine and all that, so I don't know. There's a lot to think about if you decide that you wanted to submit coins for grading. All right, you have to really chew on it. You have to weigh the cost. You have to weigh what the upside will be for you at the end. Are you just doing it to encapsulate mementos that have been passed over to you? Okay, again, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a fantastic and very noble thought in this. So you could spend $300-400 and you'd be okay with it. But if you do this as a living and you make it a regular habit to send it off knowing full well that you're going to try and profit from it, that's a whole different story on its own. So I want to thank everyone for joining in tonight on this little quick hit on grading coins. Is it really for you? I don't know. That's really within your mind's eye. And as always, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And by the way, guys, I have the let's see, right up here. I'm using my pointer. That's the link to our new channel. Okay, it's called Leroy's Leisures. Please check it out. Would love your support. So hit that subscribe button, whether you haven't subscribed to Blue Ridge or the new channel, Leroy's Leisures. Thank you guys again for all your support, and I'll talk to you guys soon on the next one.